Hello, Samson here. Have you ever found yourself in a position where you're wondering whether you're a good team player or rather a good leader in terms of team building and whatnot? Well, today's book review is focused on 17 indisputable laws of teamwork. That is by John C Maxwell, probably renowned as the greatest leader of all times. I think the greatest author rather on leadership of all times. Diving right into the 17 because they're quite a lot and just need to cruise through. So I'm just going to highlight them, talk a little bit about what they are, and if you need more data concerning the different laws and the different applications, you could go to the book and then just read it. The first one is the law of significance. So a lot of instances in our lives find that people try to achieve great things by themselves, mainly because of their ego and because of different factors that surround whatever they want to do. But then John Maxwell argues that one is too small a number to achieve greatness. So in the law of significance, you're looking at the fact that if we're to do something great, then one is too small a number to achieve that. Law number two is basically the law of the big picture. So the goal becomes more important than the road. There is a story that he gives where there were a lot of speakers attending a certain conference where they needed to get some information done, and then everyone, because of the fact that they wanted to get a specific spot, looking at the time frames and the psychology of how human beings are able to pay attention to and whatnot, so they might have had forgotten that the goal was important than their role. So everyone wanted to have their role to play that came at a significant time, but in the actual sense, it was the goal that was important. So in most cases, what is important is the goal, regardless of the role that you're playing. Law number three is basically the law of niche. So all players basically place value, or every player has got a place where they add the most value. So you're valuable where you're able to add value. So every one of us has the potential to be a team player, and all that. It all boils around the fact that you're able to be so valuable where you're adding value. Law number four is the law of Everest. So he says that as the challenges escalate, the need of teamwork elevates. So if there is a big challenge that we need to tackle, then the law of Everest is what comes to play, that a team is basically supposed to be strong, and then there is that elevation that comes right there. Law number five is the law of the chain. So the strength of every team is impacted by its weakest link. So wherever a team has got weaknesses, that is basically where the loopholes are going to come in. So if we're going to stand as a team, then definitely we need to follow the law of the chain. So this is when a weak link is something that's going to remain in a team where maybe strong members are identified and then weak members are identified. So if you identify the weak ones, you need to pay attention to where the weak links are. In law number six, we are dealing with the law of the catalyst. So basically, winning teams have players who make things happen. It's in every team, I think, that we encounter the fact that there are always players who are going to definitely get things happen. So these are the people you can trust and say, okay, these are the get it done type of people that you're going to have in a team, and these are very important players when it comes to the law of the catalyst. Law number seven is dealing with the law of the campus. So a team that embraces a vision becomes focused, energized, and is confident. So basically, you know where the team is headed, and then you should be able to maximize the morale, the intuitive nature, the historical, the directional, the strategic, and the visionary compasses if you are to be a team player or if you are to be a team leader to achieve a certain goal that you have. So the law of the compass basically centers around the fact that there is need to embrace a vision and stay focused, energized, and confident as a team. So there is the moral compass, there is a historical compass, there is a directional compass, there is a strategic compass, and then there is a visionary compass. Those five compasses. Law number eight is dealing with the law of the bad apple. So rotten attitude is definitely going to ruin a team. So every rotten attitude that you're going to find or have in a specific setup of a team is definitely going to get the whole team, I think, messed up. So when you have identified that you've got some bad people and with bad attitudes on the team, you better take care of that, because what's going to happen in turn is it's going to the bad attitude is going to spread to everyone else around the team. So rotten attitude is going to ruin a team. Law number 9 is law of accountability. So teammates must be able basically to count on each other when it counts. So as a team member, as a team leader, you need to have an understanding of the fact that every team member should be able to count on the others, and then you as a team leader as well supposed to be confident enough that you can count on the other team players. So what this does basically, it brings in accountability. So the law of accountability is where every team member is able to count on the other, and then there is the accountability aspect that comes in. Law number 10 is basically law of the price tag. So a team that fails to reach potential, teams basically fail to reach their potential when they fail to pay the price that's needed. So sacrifice, time, commitment, personal development, and selfishness are part of the prices I think teams are supposed to pay if they are to be able to thrive and achieve a specific set of goals that they have set. Law number 11 is law of the scoreboard. So the team can make adjustments basically when it knows where it stands. There is need to keep track and record of what you've been doing, where you are going, and where you are. So if you're able to make adjustments, this is only going to come in when you know where you're standing as a team. Law number 12 is the law of the bench, which states that great teams have great depth. So in every let's say football team and the like, there are people who the players who start out from the bench. So those are the depth of the team, where depending on the strategy that the team is using, maybe the first players are going to be the starters rather are going to start the game and everything else, so that by the time maybe it's reaching halftime and all that, they should be able to put in the bench players to play when the others have tired and whatnot. So great teams have great depth. That's just where the law of the bench lies. And then law number 13 is law of identity. So a shared value or shared values rather define the team. So the types of values you choose for the team will attract the type of members that you need. I think this is self-explanatory basically, where if you've got a specific set of values as a team that you as a leader that you want, and you want to build a team around you, then those specific values are what are going to attract the specific set of people, because basically you attract who you are. So shared values define what the team is all about. Law number 14 is the law of communication. This one I think is one of those most important ones, because interaction fuels action. Basically how you communicate with the team is what is going to fuel how they're able to put in their action and their all in anything that you want to achieve as a team. Law number 15 is law of the edge. So the difference between two equally talented teams is basically leadership. That is where the edge is. If everything rises and falls on leadership, then a good leader basically can bring the team to succeed, or they can make the team fail basically. And then law number 16, the second last one, is the law of high morale. So when you're winning, nothing hurts. This was interesting, I think, when I came across it and read. So when a team has high morale, it's able to deal with whatever circumstances are going to be thrown at them, simply because when you're winning, nothing hurts. And then the last law is the law of dividends. So it sets that investing in the team compounds over time. So there is need as a team leader, as a team player, to get invested and to invest in the team. If you want to see results, this is going to compound over time. Basically, those are the 17 indisputable laws of teamwork. John Maxwell puts it in a way that these are independent. You can apply them like however you want, not dependent on the number. So they're not in chronological order whatsoever. Basically, indisputable laws of teamwork. John C. Maxwell. Till we meet in the next segment, I am checking out.